Hi, my name is Neilani Feliciano. The topic I chose is Muslim women in dress code. This means the restrictions and clothing that Muslim women are forced to wear, and then also this can come with many consequences when these restrictions are not followed, and has led to many deaths today. So, if you were to ask any traditional Muslim woman today what the dress code is, or what you're supposed to wear, they would tell you that you must be covered head to toe, except for your face and hands. In Islam, a woman who dresses this way commands respect. So it is seen as a respect level, and through her modesty rejects sexual intercourse, basically. And the message that the woman gives when she wears this type of clothing covering her entire body except for her hands and toes basically tells society, respect me for who I am as a person, take me for my personality, and I'm not a sex object. So in the Quran there are 5 rules that state how a woman should dress, but they don't actually directly state what they should be wearing. Just says that a woman should dress modest, and they should bring no sexual attraction to herself. So that goes back to if you were to ask anyone what would they say, and they just basically say you are supposed to have no anything showing, because you are not seen as a sex object, and so you're supposed to respect you for who you are. But funny thing is that the Quran does not directly state anything. They do not use the 5 words face, hands, eyes, hair, or head when stating how to dress as a Muslim woman, which is ironic because those are the 5 main key features that are either shown or covered. So the face, the eyes, and the nose the face, the eyes, and the head are shown often, but the hair and the hair is covered, it has to be covered. And so there are 4 different types of headgear that a Muslim woman could wear. So the first one is called a burqa. Excuse me, I could mispronounce some of these. I looked them up, but still pronounce them wrong probably. A burqa. So a burqa looks like this. It has a small, it covers everything head to toe. It is a full veil traditionally worn by Pashtuns in Afghanistan. So it covers the entire body, but it has a grill that hides the eyes. So you cannot see the eyes, but you can see out wearing it. It was enforced by the Taliban fighting U.S. forces in Afghanistan. So the next one is a niqab. So this one is one of the most common you'll see today still. It covers everything head to toe except for the eyes. There's a small slit. And actually in the Quran, the word niqab just meant opening. And so it never stated anything about women's clothing. It just meant opening. And so they took that and made that an opening in the eyes. So a niqab is a full veil that entirely covers a person, including the mouth and the nose. It just has a small opening for the eyes. It's used widespread through the influence Wahhabi Islam, especially in urban environments. Next is the hijab, which is the most common, and we've seen in many prevalent issues today. So this covers everything but the oval structure of the face. So it covers the hair, but it's often up a little here, and it shows most of the forehead. It's a headscarf, not a veil. It hides the hair, ears, and neck. Only the oval shape of the face is visible. And it's widespread, used in the Muslim world, championed by the Muslim Brotherhood. So this is the hijab, and this is, like I said, the one you see most common today. Then this is a chador. It's very similar to a hijab, but they're actually different. A chador is a traditional garment worn by women in Iran and Afghanistan. It's a full cloak that covers the body and the hair. It's open at the front, so you'll kind of see here, it almost cups like that. And it's not obligatory in Islamic cultures, unlike the veil. So let me go to the next one. So these are all 4 of them side by side. as we can see here, the main difference, so like I said, the hijab and the niqab are the most common in society today, but the main difference is that the hijab covers everything head to toe, except for hands and face, but the whole face is shown in a hijab. But a niqab, everything is covered head to toe. Often with niqabs do women wear gloves, so like even in this picture you'll see her hands are not shown, she's wearing gloves going like this, and everything is covered except for her eyes, so like even her nose here is blocked off and it goes like this above her forehead. And then a burqa, you can't see, she has her head ducked here actually, but it covers all the way down like her forehead, and covers everything because this is the grill. And then the chador covers everything, it lifts up, it reveals most of the face but not all of it, and that's where you can kind of see is different with the hijab because it covers more of her forehead and comes down like the side of her eyes right here. So when you do not follow these strict dress code requirements, it has created many problems obviously throughout society today, but you can be charged for indecent exposure, and this is where it gets a lot of people. So going off of this is a girl, Masha Amini, so this is what she looks like right here. You can kind of tell this is her hijab right here, but her hair is showing. So she was found by authorities in Iran. So in Iran, it is required that women cover everything on their body except for their faces and hands. So this girl in Iran was caught showing her hair from her hijab. Whether it was said that her hair slipped out or it was purposeful, or she was just completely wearing her hijab wrong, it wasn't really said and classified. But either way, it was said that it was a complete accident. It very well could not have been, because many people have started lashing out, especially since her incident. But she was killed by law enforcement, and it has since triggered many reactions from many people all around Iran. It's still going on to this day. This recently happened. And so you may have heard about it. I heard about it before, but I had to do some further research to educate myself on her, and I recommend looking into it. It's really interesting, and it's sad because Iran is trying to cover it up, kind of, from what I was reading too. Like, some social media has been blocked there because they're trying to protect their people from like reading into it, and they're trying to just kind of de-escalate the situation. But so when they found out about this girl, everything had escalated, and many people started to protest by like standing in the middle of the street, waving their headscarf in circles and shouting "death to the dictator," basically saying how it's ridiculous that she was killed for this just by a piece of her hair showing. So also many people in school have started taking off their hijabs, and like little girls in schools, and they wave them in the air, and ever since this, and people have started to retaliate, more people have died, but the more people that have been dying from it is the more protests we see today. So it's been super sad. But so she did risk her life, but it was obviously for an unreasonable cause, because she is something she didn't deserve. So that's why I said looking into it. But it's shown how this law enforcement is forcing these women to wear something obviously some of them are not comfortable with, and children as young as 7 in 2nd grade are taking off their hijabs to show that this is not right. And so yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed my presentation, and if there's anything else that you wish I didn't cover, you leave it below, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.